going to do that. I have also to tell you something about health, because you're Kenyans and we live in this same country. The Constitution says health is a constitutional right of every citizen. It is not a privilege for those who can afford. And that is why we committed that we were going to change the delivery of health in Kenya. For a very long time, health was left to the designs of everybody. So what did we do? And for your information, universal health was in the NAC manifesto. Ngilu alingangana nayo ikashindikana. Tukakuwa nayo kwa Grand Coalition manifesto. Anyang' Nyong'o akangangana nayo ikashindikana. Part of the big four yetu ya Jubilee, universal health was one of them. Tukapatia waziri mmoja anaitwa Sicily Kariuki akangangana nayo. Tukafanya pilot Kisumu, Machakos, Isiolo na Nyeri, mpaka ikatangazwa rasmi kwamba imefeli. Mnanielewa? Kwa hii uchaguzi ambaye ilipita, universal health ilikuwa manifesto ya Azimio na ilikuwa kwa manifesto ya Kenya Kwanza. It has been in our manifestos for the last 30 years almost. But I said this time round we must deliver on this thing. Na mimi nataka niwashukuru hao wabunge. Tulipeleka sheria bunge because we had to change the law. Ile tulikuwa tunajaribu, we were trying to do, cut and paste. But this time round we decided to do the law. Tukatengeneza sheria ine to replace the NHIF Act. We have a final one that is going on in Parliament now. And we have changed completely the delivery of health in Kenya. Today, I can confidently tell you that from 7 million people who are registered in NHIF, we have close to 27 million people today registered in SHA. Mnanielewa? We have changed the financing structure. Ile ya NHIF ilikuwa na ubaguzi. It is only when you have a job, when you have a pay slip, that you can be registered or when you can afford. But we have said under SHA, every Kenyan must be registered because health is a right, constitutional right of every Kenyan. And we have gone a step further. We have appropriated 21 billion shillings to make sure that every citizen who goes to hospital, kwa health center, kwa dispensary, kwa level 4, pale kwa sub-county, watatibiwa, watapatiwa dawa, hata kama ni sindano kudungwa, na aende nyumbani bila ya kuitishwa pesa yoyote. Mnanisikia? That is the position as I talk to you today. Na tumekubaliana na counties kwa sababu bado kuna counties hospitali zinacharge wananchi. It is criminal for anybody to charge citizens for a service already paid for by the government of Kenya. So, and I want KTDA, because you have members who are farmers. We need you to work with us so that we can help you support your farmers. Tumeelewana? Ile contribution structure ya zamani ya NHIF ilikuwa mama mboga na wale watu wa chini huko shilingi 500. Mimi na hawa wabunge 1700. Sasa wewe hata kama hesabu ni ngumu, ule mtu mama mboga mapato yake ya mwezi ni shilingi 5,000, analipa 500. Kwa hesabu bwana chairman, what percentage is that? 500 kwa 5,000, 10%. Si ndio? Mimi na hawa wadosi hawa tunalipa 1,700. Mimi napata mshahara 1,000,000, hawa napata 800 hapo. Percentage yetu ni 0.01%. Iko fairness hapo, iko fairness hapo. Ati mtu wa chini analipa 10%. Sisi wadosi tunalipa 0.0%. Ndio nikasema hii ubaguzi jameni tuachane naye. Let us have equity. Let us have fairness. Kwa hii SHA sasa tumesema kila mtu alipe 2.75%. Mama mboga atoke 10%. Mnanielewa? So today I can tell you we are raising enough money to make sure that every Kenyan gets treated. We have 27 million Kenyans registered today. Walikuwa wanapiga kelele zamani, oh SHA ifanyi, wamekaa kidogo. Wamesema inafanya lakini inataka kufanyiwa namna hii. Ndio sawa. Tutarekebisha. And we have stopped the fraud. And I want to tell you, NHIF iliangushwa na wakora na wezi. Tulikuwa na hospitali moja hapa Kino, hapa. Inalete bill, inasema wamefanya upasuaji ya watu 20 kila siku. Sasa tukashangaa hii hospitali Kino, it must be a very big hospital. Ilikuwa inaitwa St. Catherine. Tukaenda kutafuta kuangalia. Tukakuta iko kona, second floor kwa kona fulani. Hakuna hospitali, ni watu tu wanahangaika wameweka kibao. Kazi yao ni kuiba, kuandika tu claims. Nini. Tukafunga. Kulikuwa hata na mtu mwingine huko Eldoret, alikuwa na hospitali kubwa hapo. Lakini kwa hiyo hospitali yake accountants ni wengi kuliko madaktari. Sasa wewe ujiulize accountant anafanya nini kwa hospitali? Si hospitali ni mahali ya kutibu watu. Lakini accountants wamejaa hapo. Kazi yake kubwa fake claims. Just imagine wakati tumemaliza sasa tumesimamisha NHIF tukasema hii 30 billion tunataka kulipa. Hii madeni. So mnasema iko madeni ya 30 billion ya NHIF. Tukasema haya. Let us do verification. Nikatengeneza committee, waziri akagazette committee ya verification. Unajua nani alienda kotini? Wale watu. Wakasema hatutaki verification, lipa tu sisi pesa. If we owe you money, si unalete makaratasi yako useme ndio hii nilitibu fulani, nikatibu fulani, ndio hii makaratasi. They don't want, because it was pure fraud. And I want to promise you that we are not going to pay any fraudulent claims in SHA. We have made the whole system a digital system so that we only pay for Kenyans that are treated. And you are going to see how much change is going to come as we implement this program. Because I need to tell you so that you can assist your members and take the country forward. The final thing I want to talk to you about is the whole program of job creation. Sisi wote hapa ni wazazi, tana mimi. Tuko na watoto wamemaliza shule, form 4, wametoka college, wametoka university. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Shida kubwa ya Kenya ni jobs. We spend 650 billion shillings to train Kenyans every year. but we haven't been thoughtful about what happens when they get out of school. So this time round, we decided to be deliberate and intentional on where are we going to create these jobs. Because you gave me a job, I needed to think about what is going to happen to others who don't have the job I have. You know? So we have 4 pathways. Number 1, tukasema tufanye affordable housing. Many people walikuwa wananiuliza, hii affordable housing, what is it for? Affordable housing, yes, is because we need to do decent housing. We need to get rid of slums. We need to reduce land fragmentation. We need to make sure that but more importantly, we need to create jobs for the young people of Kenya. Na hiyo story ya jobs na story ya housing, wacha niwaeleze tena. Hii story ya housing imekuwa kwa books yetu tangu zamani. Housing ilikuwa manifesto ile ilitangulia. Ilikuwa kwa manifesto ya NAK. Ndio Raila alikuwa waziri wa ujenzi na barabara, akafanya ile slum upgrading, nyumba nafikiri 500 hapo Kibera. That's where he started. Lakini baada ya hiyo ikakwama. Ikakuwa kwa manifesto ya coalition government ile tulikuwa naye. Ikakuwa kwa manifesto yetu ya Jubilee. Among the big 4, one of them was housing. In fact, when we were elected with my senior Uhuru Kenyatta, aliniambia we must implement this housing. Na kwanza yeye ndiye aliniambia, I know of a very good professional ako South Africa. Tukaenda tukamtafuta huyo professional, anaitwa Hinga, tukamlete. 2018 akakuja hapa. Tukatengeneza sheria affordable housing. Tukapitisha bunge. Wakati ilifika hapo sasa ikaanza kelele. Kelele, hii levy, kelele. Sasa Uhuru akaniita akaniambia, William, si wewe uko na nyumba? Nikamwambia niko na nyumba. Na hii kelele tunapigiwa hii ni ya nini? Kama watu hawataki manyumba, aje ikae. Tukawachana naye. Ikafika 2022. Manifesto ya Azimio iko housing. Manifesto ya Kenya Kwanza iko housing. Kwanza hii 1.5 hii mumeniita naye Zakayo ilikuwa kwa manifesto ya Azimio. Hii 1.5 hii. Sindio? Yes, ilikuwa kwa manifesto ya Azimio. But because it is the right thing, sisi wote we know it is the right thing, lakini nani atafanya hii kitu? You know? So ndio huyo mimi nimefika hapa, nimesukuma, nimepita bunge, kelele imeanza. Zakayo, sijui nani, sijui nini. Mimi this time nikasema nitakaa ngumu. Wacha nikuwe Zakayo if it must. But we must implement this thing. Why? Because, my friends, wacha tuambiane ukweli, and I need to tell you this because I am the leader of this country now. This is what other countries have done. This is how Korea was developed. This is how Singapore was developed. This is how Malaysia was developed. Munanielewa? The president of Singapore came and saw me here in 2023. Singapore was a slum like Kibera. Singapore. It was a slum like Kibera. Today, Singapore, 95% of the people of Singapore are home owners. They are in the first world. Today, Singapore is in the first world. 95% of their people are home owners. In Kenya, 7 million people are living in slums. We are in the third world. Mnaona ile saa zingine hasara tunapojiweka sisi wenyewe. Listen. Go and check the facts. In 1963, South Korea had exactly the same GDP as Kenya. South Korea was a congested place like Vihiga or Kisii. Today, South Korea is in the first world. Their GDP is 40 times the GDP of Kenya. Sisi tumekwama hapa kwa sababu sisi kama viongozi tunangojea tu kupigiwa makofi all the time. Mimi nikasema wacha makofi ngoje, let us implement this thing. Mnanielewa ndugu zangu wa Kenya? I must tell you this because you are the citizens of this nation and you have a stake in this nation. Today, 320,000 young people are working in our program of housing. We have 170,000 houses being built. We have 700,000 houses in the pipeline. We have 400 markets which we are building across Kenya. We have 170,000 hostels we are building for our young people in colleges, TVETs, Kenya medical training centers, and universities. I saw some people arguing on what I said in Ethiopia. The contracts we have signed under the affordable housing program of markets, of hostels, and of affordable housing is 600 billion Kenya shillings. Those are the contracts we have signed, and they are under construction. It is more than $4 billion. And this is not money we have borrowed from anybody. This is money yetu ya nyumbani, the money we have from here at home. Because we just sacrificed 1.5% of our earnings. Sasa mimi nataka niwaulize wa Kenya. Ukienda leo Mandera, the largest housing estate is affordable housing. Wajir, Mombasa, Kitui, Nairobi, Bungoma, Kisumu, any town, the largest housing estate is affordable housing. And it is just 2 years. Tell me what's going to happen in 10 years. Tell me what's going to happen in 20 years. You will not recognize this country in 20 years because of this affordable housing. Mnanielewa? Good people, that is how a nation is transformed. A nation is transformed by a vision. And when leaders lead from the front. Tunaelewana? By December this year, 600,000 Kenyans will be working in affordable housing. By next year, mid next year, we will have 1 million people working in affordable housing. And you will see it for yourself. You know, how we are going to change this country. And Kenya is not the only one. Sisi ni kuchelewa tumechelewa. Korea wametuacha na miaka. Tukikaakaa tu hapa na kuongea na kupiga mdomo na ukabila na chuki na nini na vitu ya bure. Number 2, we are pushing the agenda on digital jobs. If you go to Ruiru hapa, mutaona. If you go to whatever place, you will see. Number 3, we are pushing the agenda on export of labor, or what we are calling labor mobility, create more opportunities for Kenyans to work globally. So these are among the things we are doing to change our country. And I want to encourage you as citizens of Kenya. I have the privilege to be the leader of this country today. And I must tell you as it is, so that we can make the right decisions. We are free to make the wrong decisions. There is no problem. But I don't want you to make the wrong decision when I can tell you what the right decision is. Hii nchi mnaona hii tutaibadilisha in our lifetime. Tukiwa hapa hii nchi itabadilika. China changed their country in 30 years. It was among the poorest countries in the world. Today, China is the second largest economy in the world. Believe you me, I am confident about Kenya and our capacity and our ability to leave this third world place where we are and join the first world in 20 years. We can do it. Na mimi nitasukuma. Mutanipigia kelele, lakini nitasukuma hii kitu because listen good people. Hii pesa yenu silikuwa imekwama pale kwa bank. Na Kiingereza mingi, huyu anasema, huyu anasema, huyu anasema, ule mwingine, huyo mwingine. You know? Today you are going to walk away with a check of 2.65 billion for your farmers. Si namna hiyo? What has happened in this sector of yours? In 2022, our average price per kilo was about 51 shillings. Today, by last year, the average price is 64 shillings per green leaf in tea. Our total exports of tea, as I told you, was 138. Last year, tumefika 215. My push, and I have told the tea board, I have told the minister here, our push is that we must get our tea from where we are today. We must push it to 270, 280 billion by 2027. And there are certain things we have to do. You know very well the numbers Kirundi there knows. Made tea, we had 500 and almost 35 kilos in 2022. By last year, we were at 598 million kilos. We need to push two things: value addition. It is the reason why Parliament passed the law to remove taxes on packaging material. As a result, we already have 5 companies that are setting up in Kenya to begin the process of value addition and processing. Already we have licensed 5 new companies into Kenya. Our plan is to make sure that as we make progress into the future, we are selling, as chairman here said, more processed tea. More processed tea, more orthodox tea. That is the future. That is how we are going to raise 270 billion by 2027. We have a plan. The minister here is very well briefed on what he needs to do. We are opening up new markets. China has just lifted all tariffs that were on Kenyan tea, coffee, and agricultural products. we had a big delegation from China here. I called the people from KTD and all the other people so that we agree how are we going to approach the Chinese market. How are we going to bring more people from China to come and work with us to process our tea so that we keep the jobs here, we keep value here, and export our tea to China. China is a market of 1 billion people, 1.4. So we can create a big market out of it. The minister knows what to do. I have done my bit. I have opened the market. I'm willing to do more. We signed in Japan the same thing. I know that we all know that there is more value going forward in orthodox tea. And I'm very happy that the kilos of orthodox tea out of Kenya has increased from about 1.2 million kilos. I got the statistics. Now we are at 13 million kilos. We should accelerate. You as managers of tea in different factories, let us now begin to focus